The Honourable Member for Abitibi-Témiscamingue. Mr. Speaker, it is the responsibility of the Minister of Defence to ensure, before any purchase of military equipment, that it corresponds to our operational requirements. The Auditor General's report confirms that the F-35 does not meet all of our operational requirements. It is the responsibility of Public Works to purchase equipment in compliance with the cost estimates and the proper process. The Auditor General's report also shows that the Conservatives failed in this regard as well. At least 2 ministers did not do their job. Whose fault is it? The Honourable Minister, Associate Minister of Defence.
Conclusions of the Auditor General and will implement his recommendations. Absolutely. The Government of Canada is taking action to ensure that due diligence, oversight and transparency are firmly embedded in the process to replace Canada's aging fighter aircraft, and that is why, Mr. Speaker, we have frozen funds for the acquisition and are establishing a separate F-35 Secretariat outside of National Defence to lead this project moving forward, Mr. Speaker. Well said. And to date, no funds have been expended in acquiring replacement aircraft.
The Honourable Member for Abitibi-Témiscamingue. If the Conservatives really want what is best for our troops, they will provide them with an aircraft that works within the proper timelines for the replacement of the F-18s. The best way of purchasing the right aircraft for our troops to obtain the best value for taxpayers' money and to obtain officially guaranteed industrial benefits is to hold an open and transparent bidding process. Instead of trying to hide the failure of the F-35 fiasco by passing the buck from one department to the other, why don't they put in place a public tender process now? The Honourable Minister of Public Works.
Remind the member opposite, what the Auditor General did say is that the officials from the Department of National Defence did not provide cost estimates for the F-35 to parliamentarians, and his recommendation is that the Department of National Defence update those cost estimates and table them in Parliament, and we agree. But we will also go farther than that to ensure that taxpayer dollars are respected. We are establishing a new secretariat outside of the Department of National Defence, which will run the process to replace the CF-18s. We've also frozen the funding allocated for that. And Mr. Speaker, no purchase will be made until these conditions are met.